I went to the University of Texas and studied textiles and fashion and design. And then I ended up working in the apparel industry for many years. And at the same time, got a graduate degree at Texas Women's University. And I ended up teaching fashion design in the College of Visual Arts and Design at the University of North Texas for over 25 years. I was actually the coordinator of the program. I taught students how to work with denim. I had a big research project with denim, and we had Cone Mills would donate denim to our students every year for several years, and they would work on denim projects. And when the mills shut down in the U.S. mills shut down at Cone Mills in North Carolina, we had to figure out what to do for our denim. So we started getting into recycling, and our students would recycle denim and do some fabulous work, design work. At the same time, I was kind of pursuing textile practice, doing textile art for interiors. And I was recycling all kinds of materials for that. And of course, denim came into the picture, and I started doing work with denim as well as other textiles. So as that got kind of rolling, I got into the years of teaching where I was ready to have a shift. I wanted to get away from all the administrative work and just really work on the creative part of my career. I got a piece of my work in a new hotel in Fort Worth. It's called the Kimpton Harper, and they commissioned a piece of work for the hotel, which was exciting for me because at that point I had done commissions for homes and gallery work, but I hadn't done, a hotel. So that was interesting. And yeah, that's kind of about me for the most part. Well, I've just been fascinated with denim for so many years. And I think living in Texas, cotton is king here. And there's been a lot of denim production over the years, kind of based out of cotton grown in Texas. And that paired with just how much you think about denim and sustainability and how much we all wear denim. We keep it for years. It's all socioeconomic cultures wear denim. All ages wear denim. We like denim in so many ways. We like it brand new. We like it worn out. We like it high-waisted, low-waisted, flared leg, peg leg. And it just seems like denim is just so sustainable. It's one of the garments that we actually like it. The more worn out it is, the more we like it. And I think that's so unusual for any apparel category. And I just think it goes well with everything. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. I'm just fascinated with denim. And I just think, its history is so strong. It was a utilitarian garment initially, and now it's fashion, and it's still utilitarian. So to me, it's just the most amazing category that we have in our closets. And then for me to take it and turn it into art, that just expands the variety that you can have with denim. In my research for denim, I encounter different brands. The year that I first started teaching part-time, we were researching women's denim, like someone telling me about Kancan, and then I found it in a local store here. We have a little store close to me in Denton called the Palm Tree, and it's a little boutique, and they sold it. So I went to look at it and ended up buying a pair. And then I went to the website and I saw the collab section, and I was like, wow, that's just so, serendipitous for me to encounter that. And so that's what led me to you. I wish I had a solid answer for this, but I think that for this piece in particular, I I really enjoy mixing color into, I've done a lot of really colorful textile pieces, and I really like mixing the color with the denim. And I always enjoyed doing storyboards when I was in design, and kind of swatch boards. And I like, laying out and looking at the colors and the shapes and just seeing kind of what they do when you change the grain of the fabric and you have a nice denim fade, and there's just the dimension that it creates. That's a lot of when I'm looking at art and I'm working on the fabric. I think I'm piecing things together and finding out kind of the dimension it creates. A lot of pieces, if you put them together, it looks like, a perspective drawing in a way, where you're seeing the fade. It creates kind of a side or a three-dimensional appearance to the fabric. And I think that's what I really kind of was trying to work with in that grid system that I did for you all. A lot of the fabrics that I use, and I wouldn't say 100%, but many of the fabrics I use are reclaimed materials. Sometimes I get them through friends who are in design and manufacturing, and it's like cutting room leftovers or sample goods that never got used. I've recycled garments. I have a friend that does some textile dyeing, and sometimes I get the off pieces. Maybe there were a color that didn't work for her purpose, and then so I get them. But I try to mix texture because I think that's so important. I think with my work, I want people to really read texture when they see it. It's hard to see sometimes in a picture, but when you see it in person, you get to see that it's velvet or linen or something real, a woven that's very grainy or has a nice texture to it. So I like to mix up the linens that have the strong slubs in them and the velvets, so they have kind of the look changes as you walk around the piece. And I try my best to have a wide variety of textures with the fabrics. Like geometric work, and also the love for doing kind of a storyboard with colors. In my design training early on, we got to take fabrics and put them out on boards, and I still do that now. I pin everything. I pin my scraps and everything on the board, and I just kind of like organizing the colors and getting things into a system. And so I would say that was really kind of the impetus behind this. And I also thought that this would be a good piece that could be rearranged. So let's say you all have it in your headquarters or your offices or wherever it lands. At some point you're going to want to redo your offices or something. And it's a great piece that could be reconfigured to look completely different. It could also be sectioned out. You might have 4 panels in one room and 6 in another. And, so I think it has a lot of versatility to it. So that's probably really the kind of my thought process with the piece.